while downtown Los Angeles gets written off, its population has increased immensely the last 20 years. Sometimes I feel like people just won't give downtown a break. There's some famous things like this tower that was left unfinished and has become a massive urban graffiti landmark known all over the world. I think it's actually kind of cool. I hope when they finish the building they keep the graffiti. The so-called nice parts of downtown, where everything's sterile and clean, seem emblematic of American downtowns. Huge buildings, completely devoid of people. I love the grimier up-and-coming parts, full of old deco buildings. Some of them are just like covered in graffiti. They're gorgeous. They have such good bones. But I mean, as someone who loves urban art, I think the graffiti is actually kind of cool. I hope they can like turn it around and integrate it somehow. They should revive this and keep the graffiti. Luckily, this building, which is gorgeous, has almost full retail occupancy.
That building.
And the photos at night do not do it justice. It's beautiful. And as part of the fashion district, it still has this grit that New York lost in its gentrification.
That's like a beautiful
This is near where
building, man.
Quirk LA is. Lots of fashion designers, as it's a fashion district, and nightlife. This is also LA. A lot of these overpasses over freeways. With all the sprawl, it just feels like all of this could be used for something nicer. The sidewalks are just so empty despite the great amount of people sometimes. Just because everything's so spread out. Like most of the United States, it's almost like these landscapes aren't really made for humans, more for robots. But then you always get surprised. Kids on bikes, or parking lots transformed into vibrant taco stands full of life and laughter.
Wow, this 7-Eleven
Humanity
has
creeps into the snack section of the corporate chain 7-Eleven, where it's full of Mexican snacks. No matter how hard America tries to homogenize and drive out its Latino influence, it bubbles up to the surface.
like where
Bleak abandoned houses owned by wealthy, distant landowners become community flea markets on the weekends. I saw so many thrift stores and flea markets and clothing shops hung up on fences. It was really actually pretty cool. In the flower district, I was just convinced that immigrants are and always will be the future of America. This is close to Skid Row, which people talk so badly about, especially if they're from the wealthier parts of LA. But it's smack next door to these people like carving out a new life, like working hard, creating new businesses with innovations. And they even have like the weirdest and prettiest churches here. This looks like a Keith Haring painting. You could find so many hand-painted storefront signs, unique businesses, and interesting people. This is all in downtown LA, and a lot of this scene feels like it has been stomped out in other parts. And the Latino influences show through. Above all, the quest for optimization hasn't eliminated the fact that despite all the concrete and strip malls, this is a beautiful place, and you can always see the mountains in the distance. To me, Los Angeles shows that despite all the suburbs and stroads and divisions, it's a place where people carve out small pockets of humanity in the concrete.